What's up, my fellow warriors? And welcome to the very first video of Rocker Viking Reviews. I am your host, AJ. I am the Rocker Viking. And today, we're diving headfirst into one of the greatest manga ever created and one of the best manga that I've ever read. It's a masterpiece of ink, philosophy, and raw human struggle. This is my deep dive of Vagabond by Takehiko Inoue. And God, I hope I did not butcher his last name. Please, somebody in the comments, let me know if I did. Because something keeps falling over here. If you're new here, just know. This channel is all about honest reviews, epic stories, and anything that blends the Norse samurai spirit. Like I said, this is my first time recording. I hope I do well, and I hope this review keeps bringing you back to the channel. Or more like it. I hope you guys enjoy this very special video for me. And with that out of the way, let's sharpen our swords and our minds and get into this first video. Okay, first off, what is Vagabond? Sorry, I got papers on my desk. Vagabond is the legendary and fictionalized retelling of Japan's most iconic swordsman, Miyamoto Musashi. Or, if you want to get technical, Musashi Miyamoto. Now, in this story, the thing is, I have watched samurai stories. I have yet to watch the movie based on his life, or the fictional version of his life. But I am aware of his story. Now, in this tale, on the other hand, Inoue strips the myth and shows us the man himself. A man who was violent, lost, and terrified, and searching for meaning. Vagabond follows Shinmen Takehiko, a wild, almost feral young warrior who believes strength is everything. And after surviving multiple battles, bloodshed, and his own inner demons, I mean, hell, who hasn't? He starts walking a path that turns him into Musashi Miyamoto, the man who became a legend. Now, like I said, I have read the story, and I'm a big fan of samurai stories. And when I found out that this beautiful big-ass book, which, yeah, I have read it. I don't know how many times I got to repeat myself on that one. I loved reading this story. The artwork itself is just as beautiful. If you're wondering, I'm reaching for a drink. Like I said, it's not just good. It's breathtaking, honestly. Every panel he drew, from the forests to the sword strikes of the fights itself, is like it's a hand-carved tribute to the soul of the sword. I mean, like I said, when I opened this book, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And then I was introduced to Takehiko and his friend Matahachi, and I noticed the two different vibes between the two. And I'll get into that part a little bit later in this video. But the thing is, like I said, when it comes to the artwork, some manga, they look good. Even lifelike. But to me, Vagabond itself feels more lifelike that you can immerse yourself in the scenery. And also, I can tell you this. Inoue isn't just drawing. He's painting with honor. He's honoring this man's legacy. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's read the book. I plan on reading the actual book that this story is based off of at a later time, and I do intend on doing my own review on that as well. Now, on top of that, there is a more how do you say the word philosophical side. Like I said, I got a bunch of papers on my damn desk. I got notes on this stuff. I wrote notes down so that way I could be prepared for this. The thing is, what I love most about Vagabond itself is that it's not just a story about becoming stronger. It's about letting go of your ego, your fear, and your past. Most likely about becoming whole again. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who've gone through the same things in life. I mean, I know I have. But most people don't like it when their ego is challenged. But sometimes you have to get through it. Hell, to be honest with you, you can learn more about the discipline, self-reflection, and the warrior spirit, and letting go of your own freaking ego from this tale alone than you could with most self-help books that are published today. You can actually, find yourself in the main character, Takehiko. He starts off as this arrogant man, this arrogant young samurai who thinks that he is invincible, that nothing can stop him. But along the way, he realizes that maybe he's not. He saves this woman and her sister who stole his and Matahachi's stuff. And yeah, I actually learned a lot of Matahachi in this. Turns out he's more of a coward than Courage the Cowardly Dog. And of course, he gets caught up in all this, especially when they kill a bunch of samurai warriors. And he decides that he doesn't want to do this anymore. Takehiko does not want to do this anymore. He says one day he will become a vagabond. Hence the name of the story. And he had to learn this the hard way. Especially when Matahachi used his name to sleep with said woman and leave his betrothed wife, betrothed bride behind. That he truly did love her until he finally got him some ass. Now, I can tell you this, he is the complete opposite of Musashi himself. He was weak, insecure, and he was constantly running from his problems. Like most cowards do. The thing is, the way he does this shows what happens when you avoid the path instead of walking it. Now, I remember reading a part of this story where this man that was hired to hunt him down with Otsu, the woman that Matahachi was supposed to marry, who knows Takehiko more than anyone. And they tie him to a tree and they starve him until he died. Sorry. I have to snap my fingers every once in a while. Now, like I said, we
Dad, That's a car.
Thing is, once he let go of that ego, he was reborn as Miyamoto Musashi, and he goes into this town looking for the best fight. Looking for this master. So he can show him that he is the best.
No, like that.
To a point where they actually burned down this guy's school. Now, like I said, you can learn more about this if you read the manga itself. And if you read Musashi, the actual story. Like, I think they actually did a re-release cover featuring the artwork of Takehiko.
Destroy this box.
And I can tell you this. I love the action in this, especially to the part where they burn down the dojo. And to be honest with you, I'll be honest. I loved the artwork they did with the fire and the fact that they would not... Sorry, I got kids in the background. And like I said, the artwork is beautiful. The theme of it was awesome to read. And on top of that, what else could I... Now, what makes Vagabond so special to me? Here's the kicker. Vagabond isn't just some random samurai manga. It's a spiritual journey. A mirror that's literally held up to the reader's face. If you ever struggled with purpose, identity, or your own personal demons, like I have before, this story hits home. And to be honest with you, I do believe this would be a good read for most people who are going through their own personal stuff. Just like Takezo did, just like Otsu did. I don't know much about Matahachi. He's more like a bitch to me. Alright, now, I'm going to get to the elephant in the room here. The hiatus. Now, everybody knows that Vagabond is currently and famously unfinished. Inoue stepped away from Vagabond to take care of himself and to pursue other projects. Thing is, there is one project that he has done that I want to check out, which is Real. I heard it's actually pretty good, so I'm going to check it out when I have the chance. But honestly, even if it is unfinished, it is a worthy read. It is worth every page. And yes, I am aware of the gallery showcasing the supposed end of Vagabond, but like I said, it was just a display. And to be honest with you, it's kind of hard to end a video, like end a story, just because y'all think that that's the end. Thing is, the journey itself that we do get in this story is so powerful that, to be honest with you, I don't feel cheated at all. And I'm a big fan of samurai story tales, like I've said before, like I said at the beginning of the video. And I look forward to reading and watching more in the future. Heck, I intend on getting Lone Wolf and Cub when this deluxe edition fully releases. And to be honest with you, it feels complete enough to change your mind and spirit. Now, for my final verdict, this is my personal rating of Vagabond. I give Vagabond, the entire story, the artwork, and the story it's telling, a 10 out of 10. Vagabond isn't just a manga. It's an experience, a lesson. It's a meditation on strength, fear, and what it truly means to grow as a person. If you're a fan of samurai stories, historical epics, or just damn good art, like myself, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Thank you guys for watching my very first YouTube video. Like I said, I'm nervous, so I had to stumble through a bunch of words. I mean, hell, I have Musashi himself staring me down. Yes, I hope I did good. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button like Musashi, striking down his doubts. Drop a comment and on what you would like to see me review next. And join the Rocker Viking clan by subscribing to this channel. That being said, this is the Rocker Viking, reminding you, strength is earned, wisdom is chosen, and your story isn't quite finished yet. I'll see you all in the next video and the next review. Peace out, everybody.